Also, the other angle, sometimes when you hear some prayers in church, it's full of selfishness. Everybody's always praying, God, send me my helper. There's nobody who always say, God, send me to somebody. Let me go and help somebody. Everybody's saying, my helper, my helper. Sir, who are you helping? You are looking for who will help you. Who will you help? You're saying, God, I need somebody to send me, who will help me in business. You at your level. There are people that are lower than you. Who have you helped? Who have you helped wants to get a job? Who's the poor person around you and say, because of me, you will prosper. I will send you to school. I don't have plenty money, but I will contribute that. Who are you helping? God, I need someone to pray with me. Who are you praying for? Selfishness, sir. This selfishness is what will not even allow God to answer that prayer. You are so selfish. You will never think of another person. Never pray for another person. You see people weak, you will not help them up. You see somebody that fell into fornication, you carry the news everywhere. I'm saying, see this sister, she has been feeling holier than thou. I just heard that she slept with brother Shegun. So instead of you to help the person to come out, you are now backbiting and spreading the news everywhere. You will never pray. Anybody that is weak, you just turn, say, please, make this one not even come carrying load, come weigh me down. So you will not stand with anybody. But you are saying God send you helpers. Is it selfishness? Sometimes the reason you don't have helpers because you've not been anybody's helper. You've not sown that seed of help that somebody came to you and say, I'm so tired, I need someone to pray. And say, I will make you my prayer point. You've never sown that seed of help. So nobody will sow it into your life. You think helpers just troll, you are a joker. You are some days, you don't know how God works. You are a mighty joker. You've not planted that seed of help. So you say, oh God, nobody has ever helped me. Nobody prays with me. I don't have helpers. Who have you helped? Some days when you are praying for helpers, God will not answer you straight. He will give you opportunity to help other people. Many people miss it. You're asking God for 1 million. Say, God, I need 1 million. I need it. I need 1 million. I need 1 million. My rent, my business. When you pray that prayer, 2 days later, someone will come to you and say, I need 20,000. You will not recognize you. Say, me, I'm even looking for 1 million. Do you know why God sent you that person? You've never helped anybody in your life. You've never sown that seed of help. The only give you give is the selfish give. It's tight. Tight will get something out of it. So you are giving out of selfishness because God will bless you. But to give the one that you will not get anything out of it, you will never help anybody. So when you're asking God to help you, you have not sown. He said, the liberal soul shall be made fat. So you have not been liberal. You cannot be made fat. So when you say, God help me, for him to make you fat, he will now give you opportunity to be liberal. You say, God help me. God show me favor. You've never favored anybody. So he will now give you the opportunity to sow the seed so he can bless you. So you say, God, give me $1,000. Someone will now come and say, I need 200. Then you now look at your account and say, you know what? This is my 200. This is all I have. No. I can't give it. No, you now drive the person away. You drove your help away. The opportunity to help, you drove it away. You drove it away. See, the widow, Elijah came. Before he helped her, he gave her opportunity to sow. She's a stingy woman. In her mind, I'm poor. I'm a widow. My husband has died. So I will never give anybody food. I will eat it and die alone. So when God wanted to help her, he didn't throw the food from heaven. He gave her the opportunity to be liberal. He gave her the opportunity to put a seed. So the opportunity came when she was in lack, but she passed the test she gave. So when you are at that desperate point, God, you now have to be sensitive. You say, God, help me. God will send you people to help. The temptation is me. I even need help. This one is even too small. How do I now survive it? That's how the widow too. That's how you'll be thinking. You say, it's not this guy came to beg me for money. Neither how that I'm even looking for money. This man is not enough. That's how the widow could have been saying, now that there's a famine, now that I don't have food, now that I'm even about to die, that's when this man of God just came and said I should give him. He's not saying I should give him. If she didn't give him, she will perish. She will be shocked. She will pray, God help me. She will die in that famine. She can go to heaven. She meet God in heaven, but on earth she will perish. So many people, as stingy and selfish as they are, never, all the giving they give is to receive. They give tithe to receive. They will see a poor person. They will ignore him. They will ignore him because that one, they don't think they receive anything. Someone will come and beg them, please, my school fees. They push him aside, they come and pay their tithe. They will see somebody hungry, they will never give them food. Their friends need money, they will leave their friends, they come and pay tithe. It's selfishness. It's selfishness. You don't know that there's a reward that comes from giving to the poor. You don't know. You don't know. So when you're asking God favor, God looks at your seed. There's nothing. He looks at your farm. You've planted zero. So God will not give you the opportunity. You say, God, I need someone to be praying with me. I'm tired. God will not. One of your friends will just throw one day and say, you know what? My rent is due. I need help. You just say, well, don't worry, it is well. God will do it. You just allow the person. God gave you an opportunity. Stand with this person. So someone can also stand with you. Hold his hand, pray. Someone just comes to you and say, I need a job. Oh. So you can't give them a job. You are not an employer, but you can pray with them. And you see the person is so tired. And you say, boy, I know if you carry this person weight on top of my head. You just say, don't worry, God will do it. You just let the person go. So you too, when you are now looking for helpers, you will not find them. You will not find them. Check everybody that had help in the Bible. They helped somebody. I'm not even talking of money. All the people that people came from nowhere and just loved them and fought for them. They fought for that people. Someone like David, you think his mighty men just came from nowhere? Go and check David's track record in the wilderness and see how he saw people that were beaten, battered, and broken and helped them. As he helped them, you will now get to 1 Chronicles 11. 300,000 men came and helped David in the wilderness. 300,000. David sat in the wilderness in the cave of Adullam. 300,000 men came and said, we will perish before we don't make you king. The Bible says they swore, they strengthened themselves with him in his kingdom and with all Israel to make him king. They swore that we will make you king. 1 Chronicles 11:10. They swore that we will make him king. They say these are the names of the mighty men who strengthened themselves with David and with all Israel to make him king. How can a man just sit down and 300,000 men, they leave their jobs, leave their families and say, we will perish with you, we will die? Because he saw some broken men, battered men, desolate men, and said, I will build you. In the point where he was also needing help, in the wilderness, running from Saul, he needs help, but he saw people that needed help, so he helped them. So when it was time for people to fight and die, have you not seen David's mighty men? They can kill themselves to fetch water for David. They can shed their blood just to draw water out of a well for David to drink. That's how far. But this guy, he was a helper. He may not have money, but he will pray with you. He may not have money, he will encourage you. He will not have money, he will call you and check up on you. Some you are so selfish. You can't even call your friends. How are you doing? Even if it's how are you don't have money, yes, but you have a how are you. You will never call anybody to check on them. It's when you need something, you now call your friend, you now start with lies. You say, I just remembered you today. You know, I've made stop foolish, rubbish, hypocrisy, liars. Every connection is for their selfish gain. We need to be careful with this destiny helper thing. That's how people attach themselves for selfishness, just leeching off others. They will never do anything for them. They will never call them just to check up on them. They just need this one day can give me a contract. It's selfishness. When you do it like that, you will cry for help. You will not find help. The Bible says, he that stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry, but he shall not be heard. He that stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry, and he shall not be heard. It's another one. When people cry to him, he stops his ears, he closes his ears, he refuses to hear. People cry to him, he refuses to hear. The Bible says he too will cry. He will cry. Nobody will hear him. He will cry, and nobody will hear him. Why? Because people cried to him and he didn't hear. He refused because he's a selfish man.